Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got this very cool toned greyish makeup look. I was originally intending on this being a lot more green, kind of matching my shirt, but the colour that was in the pan did not show up the same as it did on my eyes. So this is what we've got today. I'm still pretty happy with it. Also, I've given you two lip options for this. This one, a glossy one, as well as a matte and more unconventional one. So you're able to cater it to your tastes. I'm wanting to wear some more glossy lips. I love the look of it. I don't wear glossy lips out because it just turns into a mess and I'm just too messy for gloss. But I want to start wearing more in tutorials and stuff like that because I really love the look of them. So I'm here with a glossy lip today. But anyway, if you would like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I've already done my brows and primed my eyes. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette today. I'm just going to start off with the shade Almond Truffle. And I'm just going to be running this through my crease. I'm not going to be too precise. I'm wanting this to be quite blended and blown out. I've been really enjoying doing my eyes first lately. Still, like day to day, like if I'm just whacking on makeup, I'll just do my base first. But if I want to actually spend time on my makeup, I've been really enjoying doing my eyes first. It takes me so much longer though, so I can't do it just day to day. I'm just going to make sure I pack some of that colour onto the outer corner here as well. Next I'm going into the shade Mocha, and I'm just going to deepen up the crease with this shade. Pretty much putting it in the exact same place as I put the previous shade. Next I'm going into the shade Earl Grey, and I'm going to place this in the inner and outer corners, and I'm going to try and be really precise with it and just build it up as I need to. Okay, I'm low-key feeling like this is a disaster right now. In the pan, that shadow looked like a really rich teal color. Like, it's definitely muted, but like it just turned out grey on my eyes. So it's not turning out the way I wanted to, but I'm gonna push through. I feel like part of the reason why I'm feeling like this is such a mess is because of all the fallout. So I'm just gonna keep going with what I had planned to do and hopefully it turns out alright. So obviously I'm doing a halo eye, so I'm going to be putting a shimmery shade in the center of the lid, but I'm just going to kind of cut the crease and put some concealer in the center of the lid, that way it will pop a little more. So I'm just using my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer in the shade 0.75. I'm just placing it in the center of my lid. And then at the top, I'm just going to create a line where the crease ends. And then just kind of pat this concealer out. And then I'm just taking the shadow Cafe Au Lait. I have no idea how to pronounce that, and I am incredibly horrible at pronouncing French names, so. And I'm just placing this on top of where I put the concealer. And then I'm just going in with the brush I used with the shade Earl Grey, that kind of bluey grey shade. And I'm just blending this in together. This is with no extra product. Alright, all I've done is wipe away the fallout under my eyes and I already feel so much better about this makeup. So I'm just going to move on to the base now. I'm just going to prime the center of my face with my NYX Pore Filler Primer. And for foundation today, I'm going to be using my IT Cosmetics CC Cream. The shade I'm using is Fair. And I'm just going to buff that all in with my beauty blender. And the concealer I'm using today is my Australis Bye Bye Blemish Concealer. I'm going to be using this to cover up any breakouts as well as under my eyes. By the way, just some super exciting news. I got my diploma in the mail yesterday, so I am officially a qualified makeup artist. I have a graduation at some point, but I have no clue when that is. It's always kind of anticlimactic with finishing degrees because it's like I just put in a year of work, or even more if you're doing like a uni degree, and I just got a piece of paper. Like, obviously it's the skills you learn that count, but it's a little anticlimactic in the end. And as usual, I'm just using my Face of Australia translucent powder, just pressing that under my eyes. And I'm also just going to be pressing it into any areas where I have a bit of texture. And then I'm just setting the rest of my face with a brush. To contour today, I'm just taking these two shades in the Anastasia Powder Contour Palette. This is just in the shade Light to Medium. For my blush, I'm just using my Tarte blush in the shade Party. It's just a nice nude pink blush. I'm going to use my Sleek highlighting palette today, and I'm just going to take the golden shade. I always forget how ridiculously intense this highlighting palette is. Alright, so I'm moving back to the eyes. I'm just going to use my beauty blender, no extra product, but just what was left on it, just to clean up the edges here. I'm just going back in with the brush that I had that second shade on, and I'm just buffing out the edge here because I cleaned it up a little too much when I was doing my foundation. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to go into the shade Mocha first, and I'm just going to run this along the lower lash line. And then I'm going into Bordeaux, and I'm just doing the exact same thing. I'm trying to make this shade relatively bold. It's because I've got the grey tones on the lid. I want this kind of reddish tone to stand out a little more. And I'm just cleaning that up with the beauty blender again because I went a little too overboard. So I'm just going to pop on my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I just remembered I didn't highlight my inner corner, so I'm just using the same highlight I used on my face from the Sleek palette. And then I'm just applying falsies. These are eye lure lashes in the style 141. Alright, so for the lips, I'm going to give you two lip options. The first one is a little more unconventional. It kind of goes with the grey theme that we've got going on. I'm first going in with my Colourpop lip liner in Wet. I was going to go in with another lipstick as well, but I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I like how grey it looks. By the way, this is a dupe for MAC's Stone lip liner. And for the next lip option, I'm going to start off with Colourpop's liner in Tootsie. And then I'm going in with Anastasia's gloss in the shade Toffee. So this one is still greyish and it's definitely on the cool side, but it's still a nude, so if you're not someone who wants to wear just a grey lipstick, then this is a nice option that still like ties in with the grey eyes. And if you're not a fan of gloss, then just leave off the gloss and just wear Tootsie. So that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm happy that it still looks good, it's just not what I planned on. I thought this was going to be very green toned rather than grey, but that's fine. I'm still happy with how it turned out. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, then go ahead and do that while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video.